Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Butt Boy. And this comes based off of an Instagram page where they have short little films that have these weird premises. It's from creator Tyler Cornack, who co-wrote, directed, and starred in this film as, I guess, the proverbial butt boy Chip. And the first thing that I thought when I watched this film was the first 5 or so minutes. I'm like, this would have been a ridiculously fun and crazy short film. Not realizing that it's based off of a short film, but watching that, and I'm like, because it's about a man who starts to realize he likes putting things in his butt. All kinds of things, like kids and animals and stuff. And you're like, what the hell am I watching? And it's so absurd and has such a dark sense of humor. And what I really appreciate about what Cornick does in terms of his directing is he makes these choices in terms of how a new idea is presented on screen that has just a snappy editing, and it just delivers such an emphatic, humorous timing that I laughed a lot watching this film. And it really has its moments. And if you could get past the absolutely absurd premise to this, you can have some fun with this movie. What lost me is, like, they do the setup and then it jumps like 9 years or something like that. And then there's this grizzled detective that's trying to discover who's been kidnapping people, and he's an alcoholic, and it falls into a lot of pitfalls of like a detective story. But Cornick presents this film in such a well-crafted way, and that's the interesting thing. It's like, you think about this premise, but like, this is a really competently created film technically, and you're sitting there like, who the hell came up with this? But they really know what they're doing, and it'll go to these extreme moments, and when the film delves back into those crazy, over-the-top editing choices and absurd, really dark comedy, this film's really working for it. When it's not really working for it are the moments where it dives into a really cliched, like, gritty detective story, and it's just like, I didn't know after like the initial setup to this what kind of film this really was going to be, but I liked the crazy concept. And it was a little bogged down in the choice of making this a detective story and really hitting those detective beats, despite the fact that when it did really deal with the absurd concept of this man sucking things into his butt, yep, you heard me, it worked in a really darkly funny way. And in the end, there's a lot of potential here, and it's really hit or miss. And this is a really hard film to recommend. If you have this strange, morbid curiosity, this is on Amazon right now. Go check out Butt Boy. But if you're someone that isn't going to be able to get past this extremely weird premise, this is a definite hard pass for you then. But for those cinephiles out there who want something a little weird, swing by on Amazon and check out Butt Boy. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.